Let's have a look at the cards now in a bit more detail and see how all the different games work. Firstly, playing cards. This is kind of the obvious one. The regular playing card markings in the corner are for playing cards, so that's kind of simple. Now looking at chess. In the middle of the cards there are chess markings, so that when you want to play chess you lay the cards out, and there's one of the jokers will remind you which way around the king and queen go, for example. So you have king and queen there, and the bishop, rook, and then the pawns go in front, and then there are enough cards that aren't chess cards, so these are some of the dice ones for example, that now we can use these cards. So we had some more pawns there, and these cards become the black chessboard pieces. And then we have the black pawns on the other side coming the other way, and then all the other black chess pieces that side, red chess pieces this side. Then for checkers, or draughts as I would call it, that's kind of similar, but you simply take the red or black pieces as effectively just a red or black disc, so just checker pieces, so you ignore the chess parts. So in this case you would lay out your checkers, and again using the black back of the other cards as the board, and then we have the black circles on the other side, so that's checkers or draughts. Now let's have a look at dominoes. So dominoes are on the edges of the cards, so a bit like a dominoes piece. So you have, here we've got 6 and 1, so if you're playing dominoes I would lay down a 6 and a 1, and if someone else had a 1 or this one here, you would then line up the 1, and here is another 6, so that lines up like that. So you ignore the middle bits and the playing card bits and use the domino markings to play dominoes. Now we also have dice. So there are actually 3 6-sided dice. There are some red dice, or red die. So here just pips like a dice. So there are 6 there, and simply you shuffle them up, mix them up, and then that's me rolling a 1. And there are similar black version, and the third one is made up of numerals. So we have, there are actually some 3 black ones, 3 red ones, but they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again shuffle them and they become a dice. A new feature on these cards compared with the last ones is the poker chip marking. So this, in fact every single card has poker chip markings on. So obviously chess, only some of them have chess, some of them have dominoes, some of them are dice, but with poker chips every single one has one marking or another. So there are 4 different values of poker chip markings. So around the edge here is a grey chip, so that's worth 1. So there's 3 there which are worth 1. And then there are red ones which are worth 5, so the red chips. And we have green ones worth 25, and then black ones worth 100. And then if you look closely on the corners below the playing card markings, you've got these little red circles there which represent a small version of the poker chip. So you don't have to open up your cards to see the middle fully. You can just see here there are 2 red ones, so that's 10 points worth, and here just opening these you've got 2 greens, so that's worth 50, and so on. So you've got little corners there just to indicate the poker chip markings. And finally 2 more little things almost hidden. There's a red and a black extra queen, so that when you're playing chess and you want to promote a pawn, you can use this as an extra queen card. And in fact also on this one, and on this 3rd dice that we saw earlier, or set of dice rather, they have doubling markings. So if you're playing backgammon or any other game where you need doubling, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8, there's the 8 there. So there's 6 of these doubling up to 64, so you can shuffle these and use them as a doubling dice. There we go.